Main event. Middleweight Championship Final. Gustaf the Gooz Ackerman. Kenny Slim Lindley.
He's old pussy as far as cuts
All right,
go.
gentlemen, you've been given your instructions. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands all times. Defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, go back, let's do
That's
this.
what he sounds like?
Well, thanks
All right.
to Ponderosa, who's in charge of refereeing this 5-round championship fight,
Gentlemen, you ready?
has taken care of his bleeding issue.
Let's fight!
And Lindley
Here we go.
and Slim and the Gooz. It sure sounds like a morning show, but it's your main event, HCL 17. One of these men will be the inaugural middleweight champion. They have gone on such a journey at this point. Over the course of basically 7 shows, fight 4 times. That is not an easy task. And Randy, you gotta imagine, and Slim gets getting mount immediately. Lindley with wins over Anthony Rosario, Ricky Malone in the first round, and Luis Mendoza in the second round at HCL 13.
These are all relative newcomers since the division just started up recently.
Yeah, these are all these guys debuted in the first round of our tournament. The Gooz took out Dan Philbert by TKO at HCL 11, was able to get a TKO victory over Caramel Thunderbird in what was easily the fight of the second round.
Oh, by far.
And scored an emphatic knockout victory as the Gooz takes him for a ride, gets the big Ackerman up and down to the canvas. And the Gooz with an emphatic knockout victory over Steve Bonaventure at HCL 15. That was our knockout of the night honor.
Indeed it was.
But so far, this fight has been all Lindley. You know, again, a guy who's gone to all 3 rounds for a decision for all of his fights. You know, is he prepared to do this with all 5 rounds? He is certainly keeping busy, really pushing for this.
I would say as far as stamina goes, old branches of military here has got it covered. I mean, this man can run the gauntlet. Will it be in the octagon-like structure or in the military?
That is true. Again, Slim Lindley has been dishonorably discharged from all branches of the military, including the Coast Guard, and they let a lot of shit slide.
Oh boy, do they!
But the Gooz has just become, again, talking to Ralph Marshall, the natural ability as the first round comes to a close. That might have been a round that goes to Slim Lindley. He might have stolen that round. It's very close. But you got to wonder if the plan of either of these guys is to leave it in the hands of the judges. You never can tell what they're going to pick.
Already a lot of blood here.
This is easily the biggest fight of either of these guys' lives, of their careers, of just everything they've worked for leads up to this moment.
Ashley Girl's name on the sideline doing the only thing he does. That is rubbing.
He is spit shining those belts.
Indeed he is. The only thing he's good for.
Before he just kind of had a jar.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It is very strange. I think Teddy Neverland provided him with that jar of spit.
I believe there was a tooth inside of it as well.
Well, Teddy Neverland does not have good dental hygiene.
Speaking of spit, there's a splash.
Let's fight!
Spit splash, it could be a bloodbath. Ackerman and Lindley.
It'll be your blood, too, after you set that.
You know, sometimes I just do it to bug you, Randy. It's so much fun.
I want to take your teeth out with a pair of pliers.
Well, it could be worse. It could be a fist, and thank goodness for the mouth guards these 2 fighters are wearing, or else we'd be seeing some teeth all over the mat of this octagon-like structure. And Ackerman, good sprawl, but Lindley up again.
Oh.
Slams.
Oh my God! Ah!
What a big takedown. Those are emphatic, and you gotta believe those are scoring. If you're the judges, you're watching that, you're saying that is a guy who is winning this round. Big ground and pound, good punches. from...
No, I'd be saying Jesus fucking Christ if I was one of them. If I was like Lupus or something.
Well, Lupus is no laughing matter. He's a very good judge. He calls it like he sees it. And another takedown from the double overhook, the double whizzer. By
No matter what you say about Lupus, he has mutton chops. What fucking year is this?
Well, yeah, we don't judge Lupus based on his appearance, just on Lupus's effectiveness. And the Gooz really just trying to maybe just regain his breath. Stands us up. That's probably the smartest decision the Gooz could make. And there you go. See a nice combination from him. A couple jabs and a hook. Good head movement. Oh, nice cross and a hook. Really using some good evasion techniques to not get hit and counterpunch really well. Lindley is not going to win this striking battle. He's getting in really close. This is not Lindley's fight right now. He needs to take this to the ground if he can get a hold of the Gooz again. But the Gooz seems very content, and so does Lindley, to stand and strike. Nice. Checks the leg kick by the Gooz.
I guess using Slim's head as a speed bag there for a second.
Oh, he's short. That's the intention. And the Gooz gets sloppy, charges right into a takedown. I don't know if that is enough. It's a very close second round. I don't know if I could call that one, Randy.
This is a very close contest.
It absolutely is.
Oh, and a broken nose for faux show on Slim there.
That might make breathing difficult as this round gets...
I don't think so. He's already a mouth breather as it is.
Well, nonetheless, it's going to force him to breathe out of his mouth. And that, of course, can leave the jaw open for a knockout punch. Slim Lindley's going to have to be very careful. And that might have been the shot that broke the nose.
Oh, maybe.
We're assuming it's a broken nose. It was bleeding a lot. It's kind of hard to see. That's a nasty cut over the eye of Gooz. This is, you hate to use the cliche of an instant classic, but this is, the first ever middleweight championship fight, and boy, is it a good one so far. The third round begins.
Here we go.
Gooz and Slim Lindley. Head kick by Lindley, blocked by the Gooz. Gooz is looking to move in and out. Lindley just charging at him, trying to close the distance like that. Double underhooks.
I think that charging is going to cost him if he keeps it up.
Well, he's got to close the distance somehow, and I don't agree with the way he did it. It's dangerous. But if
he may run into something.
If he can stay with a clinch like this, it'll be good for Lindley, but nice sprawl by the Gooz. And the Gooz, a relative unknown outside of the town of South Tucson. A simple morning zoo show radio host of Winslow.
Bells, whistles.
Wacky horns and sound effects and things like that. Just comes on the scene and takes the MMA world by storm. He's easily become one of the top middleweights in our division. But Lindley, now with the half guard, it's now the Gooz playing the ground game. I'm kind of surprised by. And the Gooz looking to just posture up a ground and pound. It's tough because Lindley is so accomplished, such an accomplished wrestler. He's good at just wearing you down. It doesn't look like they're doing much, but it's just exhausting when Slim Lindley has the top position and is just improving his position and just keeping busy. And the Gooz, good again, evasion, just slides back and lands that hook, forcing Lindley to overreach his punches.
After a couple of kicks there from each other.
It's when you have a reach advantage, it's not just a natural thing. You have to know how to use it as well. And the Gooz knows that Lindley's punches are all going to be reaching because of that lack of reach advantage, that 5-inch reach that he's giving up.
This is a lot.
Can just kind of sway back and forth and let him overthrow his punches and maybe catch him with something. But this is now Lindley's game. As we go to just 10 seconds left on the clock for round 3, and Randy, I gotta say, we are on the verge of making history here. Not only is this the first ever inaugural middleweight championship fight, this is the first championship fight in HCL history that goes to a 4th round.
Yeah, these guys normally love killing each other early because we hire savages, but these guys are so evenly matched.
Well,
we're going to a 4th one.
They're evenly matched. Maybe they've been studying each other. This is...
Okay.
Air funny. Lindley studying.
At least they've been training for this fight. And we see the Gooz, again, winning the striking battle, swaying back and forth, catching a nice hook. This is an excellent fight. This is a tactical fight. You're not seeing a lot of big, flashy moments, but what you're seeing is just two guys who have done their homework on their opponent, who are ready to just lay it all out on the mat of this octagon-like structure.
Ready?
Round 4. Never
There we go.
seen that before in HCL. Round 4, the Gooz and Slim Lindley. The winner gets the first ever HCL middleweight championship. And a big, they're trading some big blows there.
Here we go.
But Lindley came back with a nice combination.
These guys have won around 5.
And Gooz again, couple nice wide shots, sprawls well to avoid the takedown. Lindley backing him down. This is surprising. The Gooz just trying to create that distance some more. Oh, nice knee by the Gooz.
Oh.
And Lindley going for the takedown again. He's got both legs, but the Gooz hits him with an upper. Get back up. Very smart strategy by the Gooz. Don't want to follow him into that ground battle again. And these guys, you can tell these guys are tired. Lindley covering up, trying to recover. The Gooz moving he's pretty spry right now for a 4th round. Nice body kick by Lindley. These guys look very tired. They're leaving it out on the mat.
Oh.
The Gooz drops Lindley.
Oh, is this that?
A couple more shots. Lindley looks done. It's
Oh my goodness.
a champion. And his name is Gustaf the Gooz Ackerman.
What sort of name is that for a champion?
The Gooz has done it indeed. A TKO victory. A true war of attrition. Lindley just had not much more in the tank. And the Gooz will go back to not just South Tucson, but will go back to Berlin, a champion. As you see, those are the shots that just finished off the fight. Maxwell Ponderosa had seen enough, and let's go for the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Josh Rosenthal has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 32 seconds of the 4th round, declaring the winner by TKO. And now, the new UFC middleweight champion of the world,
Gustaf the Gooz Ackerman. You can see how much this means to him.
Actually, girl's name handing over the mouth.
And No Is Funny is not just a game they play on his morning show. It is a show of what a serious fighter, a serious champion the Gooz is.